Hello, everybody, and welcome to Elephant in the Room on WSIN Radio, WSINradio.org, or 1590 AM. I am your host, Jesse Manning.
And I am the other host, Sarah Deslin, and this is our third member, Little Orange.
We have Little Orange here with us today. He's not going to talk like that annoying thing on the internet.
Oh no, he's just an orange slice.
He's just very, very tiny.
The size of like a small fingernail.
It's quite adorable.
He's our new best friend. And he'll be joining us, hopefully now and forever.
He's going to, like, get moldy.
No!
Sarah, he's going to get gross.
No, he's not. Yeah. Anyway,
okay.
You want to know what's really gross? What happened with the guy that watches too much Walking Dead? The Walking Dead is a very popular show. Hi, Joe.
We're saying goodbye to our friends that are waving at us.
Ones that would not join us on the radio show.
That's okay, though.
Anyway, The Walking Dead, very popular TV show, but known for its graphic violence. It's a great show. Jesse does not think so.
It's okay.
Throwing him under the bus. But anyway, the man who watches too much Walking Dead, who got drunk after watching not the most recent episode of The Walking Dead, but the previous one, the worst episode in history, because...
Glenn died.
Spoiler alert.
Glenn died.
It was horrible. It was 3 minutes straight of one of the most popular characters just getting eaten alive and screaming. And
it was beautiful. It was a beautiful moment.
It was deeply disturbing and made me slightly homicidal, so I kind of understand what this kid did. Damon Perry, 23-year-old man, watches Walking Dead, gets a little drunk, and brutally beat his friend to death with an electric guitar, kitchen knives, and a microwave.
Wait, he died?
No, the kid that he beat with a microwave died.
Oh. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, beat his friend to death. How do you beat somebody with a microwave?
I mean, that just seems... When you have a microwave there, I wouldn't think in a drunken stupor to, hey, let me beat my friend with it. I think, hey, let me put White Castle in it.
White Castle. Shout out to White Castle, my favorite restaurant.
They're paying us.
They're not paying us.
They're not paying
They
us.
should pay us. I would endorse White Castle. Anyway, the items used to beat this kid are definitely not things I would try to kill somebody with. Like, an electric guitar is not the first thing I would grab.
I mean, it seems like he's preparing for zombie apocalypse, like, reality. There's a lot of video games, like, especially Dead Island or Dead Rising, where you just, like, go around a mall and he just picks up, like, different things. And
don't blame this on the video games. Don't be one of those moms that's like, my son's crazy because of The Walking Dead and Battlefront.
I am not saying video games cause this. I'm saying this is very reminiscent of what you would do in a zombie apocalypse video game.
Or in an actual zombie apocalypse. I guess you would grab anything to survive, but this friend got the short end of the stick. The cop said it was the worst crime scene he has seen in his 13 years of law enforcement, so you can only imagine what that looked like. And apparently after beating his friend and bashing his face in and whatnot, he chased the neighbors around the neighborhood and brutally terrified them. Luckily nobody else got hurt. Only the Walking Dead kid and his microwave bashed friend.
I mean, you know what makes this entire story bittersweet for me?
What?
It's the fact that it takes place in New Mexico.
Does it?
It does. It took place in New Mexico.
Jesse is born in New Mexico.
I am born there every day.
I is born every day.
I is born. Sarah, that is an obscene
was
thing
born.
For the radio.
Yeah, they can't see what I'm flashing. No, flashing. That's the wrong word.
No. Oh man, I love The Walking Dead.
Do you say flash the middle finger? I think you do.
Yeah, you say flash or flip it.
You flip the middle finger. That is what I have done, not anything else.
But the great thing about The Walking Dead is whenever a character dies, and I do hear about it, the first thing I do is
run up to my room.
I run up to Sarah's room with the biggest smile on my face just to see if she's upset. I'm quite sadistic in this area. I'm a nice guy, really, but when it comes to characters dying on TV shows...
Especially my favorite TV shows.
I always root for the death of favorite characters. It's just something I enjoy doing.
Every man, woman, and child that watches The Walking Dead has a crush on Glenn.
Yeah.
We were just talking to Joe from Comfortably Dumb. He was outside. That's who we were waving to. And he said he had a crush on Glenn. And he's probably the straightest man here, Jesse.
He has a crush on Glenn?
Yeah.
Aw. That's adorable.
Yeah, he's our wonderful...
Wasn't he also short round on Indiana Jones? Which...
No, he's just Korean. A Korean delight.
I mean,
playfully racist.
This isn't the first time I've mistaken anybody. We've
but...
told the Jay-Z story before on the
show. Oh my god. Well, in one of the episodes of The Walking Dead, one of the white racist guys calls him short round.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
That's actually a reference.
That is.
I think that was moral
beautiful.
for people that watch it.
So, I think we're going to transition into our next song. What is our next song? I don't know. My phone has locked. Sarah, what station are we on?
WSIN Radio. How do we say it? The 105.90 AM.
It's okay, Sarah. Our next song, I'm going for a little bit of a different kind of playlist for us this week. It is Mr. Brightside by The Killers.
Love this song. Get pumped.
All right, welcome back to WSIN Radio, WSINradio.org or 1590 AM. This is Elephant in the Room. I enjoy that song so much. We had a mini dance party, and Sarah apparently has a little announcement to make.
Oh, I have a Tinder, guys. It's fascinating. Shout out to Hieronymus, who matched with me.
Hieronymus?
Yes. Like Hieronymus Bosch. That's kind of an old art reference. But
I don't get
that's
it.
It's a other person's name. I didn't think that was a real name, but there's an Asian kid.
I didn't know that was even a name. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, I'll show you later.
Okay, that's fantastic.
But yeah, shout out to you. I don't know what you go by, but if it's Hieronymus, then good for you, man.
Speaking of people that post pictures on the internet, especially Tinder and likes.
Oh, don't do it for the hookups. Don't do it
for the hookups.
Do it for the lulz.
Just as Sarah says. There's an Instagram model that recently quit her job, basically, as a fashion and beauty blogger. Her name was Essena O'Neill, and she decided to quit social media last week. She basically was saying that social media culture creates, like, a need for validation and increases insecurities in a lot of young people. And it's sort of how society works nowadays.
I didn't know Instagram modeling was a thing. Like, do these people make money?
Yes, actually.
Are these careers?
I mean, they can be. It's basically you're a walking advertisement. Well, not a walking advertisement. You're an advertisement on social media. What basically happens is companies will come to people that are popular on the internet and say, hey, can you, like, do a little paid product placement for me? And they sort of, like, get paid to do that.
What do they do? Like, is it like makeup or food or just anything?
Anything at all. In Essena's example, she was basically a beauty blogger, and she got clothes and everything and just got hired to take pictures. And she recently, after deleting a bunch of pictures, she actually went back and, like, sort of changed around all of the different captions on her photos saying, this is not real, like, this is not real life, don't, like, pretend, don't, like, say this is hashtag goals, as people like to say. She's saying, like, she was paid to wear these jeans, she was paid to, like, wear this top or bikini, and she's going on and saying that she needed to be paid a certain amount just to, like, have this sort of presence online.
Well, that's kind of weird. I mean, like, I get that people think that it's not good to, like, have this kind of, like, image of beauty, but, like, it's always been like that. There's nothing you can do to change it. Everyone's always going to look at somebody and be like, oh, I want that, I want this, I want that.
It's very true. She said it was also sort of, like, an obsession for her. Every day she'd check how many likes she'd be getting on a picture, and it sort of became an unhealthy habit. She'd even, like, sort of recaption the photos to say, I took over 50 different shots because my stomach didn't look right. And sort of things like that.
Well, I feel like that's just human insecurity. If you've got, like, literally, like, 50,000 people looking at your stomach just to look at your hot body.
50,000.
I can't even imagine.
That's almost 1 million people.
Yeah, I mean, I feel uncomfortable walking down the hall. And, like, all the girls on my floor looking at me like, look at those shoes, man. Like,
but you wear Vegeta costumes.
I do. I don't wear the Playboy Bunny costume. I wear Vegeta costumes, unlike everybody else on my floor.
It was, so she decided to launch a site called letsbegamechangers.com. And what the site basically is doing is she's sort of trying to promote, like, putting down your phone, sort of looking at what life is. And after this past week, she's said that she feels more aware of her surroundings. She feels more open and like comfortable in her situation after getting rid of Instagram, after getting rid of Snapchat, and just many other social media sites.
Well, I think social media is definitely not for the insecure. I mean, you only post what's good. You're not going to post all the crap in your life. You're going to make an illusion that your life is great. And when you go on, you see everybody else's life, and you're like, oh my god, everyone's life is actually great. Why isn't mine perfect? You know?
Because it's fake.
Yeah, it's all fake. I mean, everybody has their ups and downs and crappy
Lefts
boyfriends
and
days where they look like they rolled out or were that guy that got beat with a microwave.
Oh no, too soon, Sarah.
It's been 2 weeks now.
It's been 2 weeks. So I have a quick little discussion. In today's society, with social media being as active as it is, there's both positives and negatives to it. So is it hurting our generation?
That sounds like a thesis statement, and next to that I wrote in a 3 to 4 page research paper. Just teasing. Well, I think that social media is great if you know how to use it. I love it because I got friends in Poland and Minnesota. Shout out to Carolina, Mark. Literally everywhere. And that's the only way that I can connect with them. I can't, like, call somebody up that's on the other side of the world and be like, hey, what time is it over there? 4 in the morning. You know? It's a wonderful way to stay connected. But if you're going on there just to validate yourself that, like, if that's your life, to get likes and just to make yourself feel better with the amount of people looking at you and saying, oh, your life must be perfect. You're doing social media wrong.
Like, what's the meaning of it? What's the meaning behind it? You sort of aren't living.
You're not living. And you're making a persona for yourself.
Pretty much. It's pretty much a different persona. It's something that you really aren't. I mean, everybody on the internet has a different persona. Sarah and I are, when we're doing the radio show, we aren't always this talkative. But
well, when it's just us, we kind of are this talkative.
We kind of we kind of just don't stop talking and yelling at each other and almost accidentally hitting Sarah. Well, I did accidentally hit Sarah yesterday by total accident. Total accident. Sarah, do you want to explain your side of the story?
We were playing on one of those inflatable bungee jump run things. I don't really know how to explain what they are, but you get strapped in and there's a bungee cord strapped to you and you have to run as fast as you can to, like, get your beanbag as far on the track as you can, and whoever gets their beanbag farther wins. And Jesse was getting launched backward as I'm still running forward and elbowed me right in the lips. And the look of shock.
So bad.
I could take a punch, but the look on Jesse's face was priceless. If I could have a snapshot of that, I would make it a life-size copy and put it right above your bed just so you could feel like crap about it.
I couldn't hurt a fly.
Jesse really couldn't hurt a fly. I've never seen him mad at anything.
I've just been so like I felt so bad afterwards. I just felt so guilty. I sort of went off topic.
Yeah, you can't see this on social media. You're never going to see me punched in the face on social media.
But I sort of went off topic. Like, there are positives and negatives to social media. The positives being that we can sort of be connected with news and everything that's going second by second.
Yeah.
It's always there. But the negatives is you can't really tell who anybody is on the internet unless you actually get the time to sort of, like, talk to them. I've met a ton of people on the internet, and especially a few of my good friends, Chris, who I actually met playing Xbox, and he's been my friend since sophomore year of high school.
Yeah, we partied with him once. It was shout out to Chris and
Jace.
And Jace.
Shout outs.
Great time we had. Yeah. You guys really need to go to Stu Leonard's. That's kind of an inside joke.
You started to cry.
They had never been to Stu Leonard's.
You started to cry,
Sarah. It was sad. They've never heard the dull, fresh vegetables, they're good for you.
So, with Sarah's lovely singing, I feel like it is time for us to move on to our next song, which I know this is going to be a lovely time. Sarah,
oh my god, that's another one I put on my playlist.
Really?
Yeah.
So we made 2 separate playlists, and apparently all the songs that we've had have been the exact same so far. So the next song that we're going to be playing is Ain't No Rest for the Wicked.
The best.
By Cage the Elephant.
The best.
All right, welcome back to Elephant in the Room on WSIN Radio, WSINradio.org, or 1590 AM. that song was called Cigarette Daydreams by Cage the Elephant off of their most recent album, which also came out like 3 years ago, called Melophobia, which I think is a really cool title for an album, because it basically means the fear of music.
It's also, I don't know, that's such a Cage the Elephant thing.
It's such a Cage the Elephant thing. Sarah and I are huge fans of Cage the Elephants. Like,
we love you.
Yeah. Please play another show close to Connecticut.
Please.
That would be amazing. That would be so awesome. So I've noticed a lot of things. Also, happy November, Sarah.
No Shave November.
Yes.
Women don't partake in that, or at least I'd like to think they don't.
November is a huge month for pretty much everything. Basically, it is the busiest time of year. We got all the holidays, like, ramping up. We got Thanksgiving, we got Christmas. We got TV shows that are starting in September. Bless you.
Thanks.
Are you okay?
Yeah, my headphones fell off. Hold on.
Are you feeling better? Did those clementines help?
I ate about 15 clementines. That's where Little Orange came from.
That's gross.
Yeah.
You didn't eat 15. There's no way.
Do you want to go count?
I don't.
I literally ate like 15 mandarin oranges.
But as I was saying, the TV shows that are starting in September are getting into the meat of everything, like The Walking Dead, The Last Man on Earth.
Is meat a pun?
It could be.
Because it's apocalyptic, like Walking Dead.
Yeah. And there's a lot of new games coming out, such as like Call of Duty, Battlefront, and Fallout 4, which I'm starting to notice this trend in media recently. It's very apocalyptic. And
people have been obsessed with the apocalypse for years now, but like
it's like really ramping up.
It's very prominent.
It's ramping up now, and being part of a small media as we are, we're going to partake in this in a little bit. I just want to talk a little bit about like how the media sort of forms our society just a little bit, just because I think it's a cool
Jesse,
topic.
You comm major, whatever you are.
I am a comm major. And it's really cool because we don't really know like that much about apocalypse theories. Well, we know theories, we just don't know.
We have some churches that know a lot about the apocalypse.
We reported on that story. Was that the lost episode? The third episode that was never able to be posted? Where we talked about the end of the world.
Yes.
So we also have a lost episode about the apocalypse. This church a few weeks ago, it was about a month ago, right?
Yeah, it was our third show.
Oh yeah, that was our third show. Basically said that the rapture that was supposed to happen in 2011 was going to happen about a month ago, officially, because there's supposed to be like 1,600 days.
It was on, what's 10?
October.
October 8th, 2015.
She's a good secretary.
Yeah.
And this whole apocalypse sort of theme that we see nowadays is really fascinating to me, because crave to like sort of like start over?
I think people just like the darkness. It's like, why is BoJack Horseman such a good show? It's because it shows the dark side of people. Most shows like to like emphasize on how wonderful everything is, and like people really like to, like, you can connect with knowing how horrible things are.
Oh, we got
Hi,
a thumbs
friend.
Up. Yeah.
Thumbs up, yeah.
Two
the apocalypse.
Woo! Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Thumbs up to BoJack Horseman.
Yes, thumbs up to BoJack.
That was not the apocalypse.
Yay, apocalypse. Sort of like everybody likes a sort of dark theme. We're sort of sick of seeing a lot of like happy-go-lucky sort of things going on in the media nowadays.
There's definitely a fascination with the darker side of humanity.
And I feel it's a good balance, because there is a lot of positivity and there's also a lot of negativity in society today, and people hide a lot of negativity. Just as I'm going to admit it, I am a sadist. I am a huge sadist when it comes to TV shows and like
I've seen it.
That.
You should have seen him when he knew Glenn died. I'm sure his face like you know how in The Grinch he like curls a smile.
That's me.
That was him when he knew he could tease me about
Cheshire
the love
Cat.
of my life dying on TV.
Cheshire Cat, more so.
I can't make that face.
I can't make that face either. It's kind of funny. So I just sort of want to talk about Fallout 4 for a moment, just because I'm a huge video game nerd, and It's a fascinating game. It's coming out Monday night, well, midnight, so it's coming out the 9th or 10th. I am really bad. I have it pre-ordered. I'm going to be able to play it on midnight when it's out, so that's all that matters.
Prepare to see a very zonked and tired Jesse next Thursday.
I am going to be, that's all I'm going to do. You guys aren't going to see me for the next week.
You guys, me and Little Orange?
Yeah, Little Orange. And, well, no, Tyler's also going to be in that. Tyler, my roommate, who is also...
Where will you be if you're not in your room? He's going to see you. He's just going to see you at your worst.
That's true. Actually, he was coming on the show on the 12th.
Yay!
I believe.
I love you,
Wait,
Tyler.
is that also when Scott's coming?
Yay!
We're going to have a packed show. That's going to be awesome.
All of my favorite people in one room.
I know, right?
I hope Little Orange lasts.
Little Orange is not going to last.
You don't know that.
I do. Don't cry. So I just wanted to give a little update about like the upcoming things that are going to be happening on Elephant in the Room, such as just sort of video games and everything like that, the things that we're talking about. Oh yeah, I sort of just spoiled it by saying it there. We obviously can't do the radio show over winter break, so what are we going to do to keep you guys entertained?
Video games.
Video games. Sarah and I are going to play video games and post them on the internet because that's what everybody else does, and we have no imagination.
Yep, I was off the video game scene for a long time, but after being re-addicted this past... when was it? Like... September, 2 months ago.
Yeah.
I have no life anymore, thanks to Maggie Smith, my roommate. I am re-addicted to video games, and apparently Fallout is right up my alley because of its 50s and apocalyptic theme, which are my two favorite things.
I thought you were about to say something else when you said right up my I was like, whoa, Sarah, we cannot say that on the radio.
I am not Sweara anymore. I am a saint of the radio.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's been a while now. For the first 3 shows, Sarah swore in each episode, very faintly, but that was dangerous. You were Sweara Deslin for a little bit.
It wasn't any of the really bad ones.
It was no, you said a pretty bad
Is the F-bomb a bad one?
The F-bomb's a bad one, especially when it comes to public radio.
I'll just switch it to friggin' fries.
Also, plead the 5th. Does that apply now? Probably not. It doesn't matter. We're fine. We're totally fine. If we haven't gotten caught...
We were in the clear. You just threw me under the bus.
That's true. So, basically, we're going to get into our debate section. We're going to play 2 songs, and we're going to be talking a little bit more about our preparation for the apocalypse. I think this will be a fun little topic between the two of us.
Are you ready?
I think I'm ready. Sarah, what is our station right now?
WSIN Radio, the 1590 AM.
That was so butchered.
That's right, 1590 AM.
But it just didn't sound right to me.
What is that show? 90210? The 1590136 Thursdays 5 to 6. Jesse, Sarah.
10010110001.
I know exactly what you were talking about.
Yes. So our next song is the A-Team, but not by Ed Sheeran. I'm doing a little cover because I appreciate it. It's by a little band called the Avenue Inn Band, and I hope you guys enjoy it.
Is this the girl?
No.
Oh.
All right. Welcome back to Elephant in the Room on WSIN Radio, WSINradio.org, or 1590 AM. I almost thought I said elephantintheroomradio.org. I'm like, we don't have a website like that yet.
.org.
Yeah, we
definitely not a .org.
We're not an org.
.gov. We will be the government.
We will be the government. That song was by The Wombats. The song is called Your Body is a Weapon, and I think it's a really good... It's like a nice feel-good song.
I like wombats. I don't know who the wombats are, but I enjoy wombats.
That's the band
animal.
I just played.
No, the animal.
No, they're not animals.
No, wombats are an animal.
No, but that was the band.
Thank you, Jesse. I thought wombats got together and created some punk rock, but thank you for the clarification.
Wait, the Animals played music?
Oh my god.
I mean, that was also a band.
Who's on first?
Huh?
Oh my god, no.
You're on first.
Don't even start this. All right. You're gonna kill me one day, man.
I know. I totally will.
On my deathbed, I'm gonna be like, bye, family. By the way, this is Jesse Manning's fault.
Don't blame me for everything.
Well, after you punch me in the face.
It was an accident, Sarah.
Just teasing. All right, it's time for the debate section.
Which also isn't really a debate. It's more of a discussion. Way to just, like, touch the microphone.
I'm sorry for any disturbance that just caused. I just punched the microphone in revenge for my face.
I mean, that's fair.
It's fair.
That's fair.
All right, so are you prepared for the apocalypse, and what kind of apocalypse would you rather see? Be sure to put your notes on the back. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, it's like that one movie where, like, the guy was reading the emotions and it said disappointed in, like, parentheses.
Like when you're acting?
Yeah, when you're acting, and it's supposed to be what you're supposed to act, but instead he just shouts, disappointed!
I gotta see that clip.
That's pretty much what you exactly just did. Be sure to put your notes on the back.
Yeah, see, instead of being secretary for this episode, Jesse wrote all this, so it's very different for me to be reading it, and it's not mine. Be sure to put your notes on the back. Here's some bullets to expand on your points. He didn't write that, but...
I didn't write that.
Oh my god. All right.
I like to be thorough, not Henry David, though.
Oh my god. Nobody's gonna get that. Is that like the second time you made that joke here?
I haven't made that joke on the radio yet.
If anybody gets that joke, subscribe. And we'll get no subscribers.
We lose all 10 that we have right now.
We have 10 subscribers?
Yeah, we have 10.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
That's 10 more than I thought we had.
We almost have over 1,000 views across all of our videos.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, you didn't know that?
No.
Oh yeah, I do all the analytics. So,
yeah. Yeah, you're like... You, like, look at all the numbers, and you're like, 1,000 this, do here, like, plotting all the points, and then he's like, we're doing good, Sarah! And I'm like, yay!
But yes, apocalypse.
Oh, yeah.
An hour later.
An hour later?
Yeah, I was making another horrible pun.
Oh,
Apocalypse Now.
What's Apocalypse Now?
It's a movie.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I had to make my third pun in the
I thought you meant, like, Now and Later's, like, the gross version of Starburst.
Wait, what?
You've never had a Now and Later?
This is totally off topic. Let's go back to let's go right back to the apocalypse.
All right, as somebody who believes the apocalypse is gonna happen, I'm sick of people being like, "Oh, guys, I'm so ready for the apocalypse. Let it happen." I'm like, no, that means no Hershey's chocolate or Wonder Bread, and I'm like, I don't want this happening.
Wonder Bread.
White Castle, like Taco Bell. I'm not ready to give that up. American life is good life.
It is a very good life. I feel like people are always prepared for the apocalypse is because of how glorified it is. I'm going back to my previous point. In the media, it is so glorified that like people are doing all these different things. I mean, it's still a very like hard time with like no humans being around or zombies or just
nuclear holocaust.
Nuclear holocaust.
I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm more prepared for the apocalypse than anybody, but I'm not like, yes, let it happen. I'm like, no, I'm gonna try to put this off as far as I can and hope for the best.
We should tell North Korea that.
Oh my god. Oh my god. But yeah, everyone's like, yeah, zombie apocalypse. Like, I don't want that.
No.
Like, everyone I know and love dying of a rabies-like disease and then eating my face off. Like, no thanks. I just want my Taco Bell.
As this is a topic that I like to talk about a lot, I brought this up with my girlfriend, who's basically just said as soon as there's a zombie, she'd rather get eaten, like, right away. She would rather not go through trying to survive. She'd just rather be a zombie. And we just sort of came up with this plan to sort of, like, kill a zombie just enough so that it can't, like, really eat us. And then we just, like, cut our fingers just a little bit and, like, touch the blood so it, like, transfers.
Why don't you just
us.
shoot yourself?
Because
why would you want to turn
cool.
into... Oh my god, you want to be a zombie?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness,
Let's play against the normal team.
I know that if you turn into a zombie, you'll be the one that takes me down and eats me. I don't need that.
No, if I were to be a zombie, I'd probably be so distracted by not eating brains at all that I'd just wither away without even eating anything. I mean, they don't need to eat anything either. Zombies.
They kind of do, don't they?
No.
I think it depends on your zombie...
Like, definition of zombie.
Because there's a lot of zombies.
There's Dead Rising zombies. There's even Fallout
like
zombies.
voodoo zombies that just, like, rise.
Zombies.
And they don't really, like, have to have any muscles or anything to actually...
Can we talk about the many different, like, types? Wow, stuttering already. I am really tired. The different types of zombies that there are that are just all around. I think I would be more scared of fast zombies, even though I know that's not realistic.
Yeah, I mean, my friend, Carolina, shout out to you, man, in Poland, if you're watching this, she was so well informed about zombies before it was like a popular thing, and she like explained to me all the different theories, like the fungus one where it's like a fungus, and then the ones that are like rabies liked, and like showed me the different ways it was possible. I was like, dude, I think she's the reason I'm afraid of the apocalypse, and I'm prepared for it.
I mean, it's very good to be afraid of the apocalypse.
I mean, you guys, every time that something like breaks out and like I think it's happening and I'm like, is this it? And I like get prepared and I'm like, family, I might be coming home. All these guys like tease the hell out of me, and they're like, oh, it's just Ebola. And I'm like, it's just Ebola. I don't want to be bleeding out of every orifice in my body and then die.
Yeah, that is very true. Am I prepared for the apocalypse? Not in the slightest.
No, you're not. I went camping with him, and no, he's not.
I am not. I'm not prepared for this in the slightest. We are running low on time, and I believe...
No, we're not.
Yeah, we are. We have 5 minutes, and there's a show, like, right after us.
We have 5 minutes.
We have 5 minutes.
How long are we talking about this?
I don't remember. We just, like, sort of went... I think we went into a trance about zombies, because we're weird.
Well, I mean, it's not like that's the only apocalypse. There could be, like, nuclear, plague, biochemical warfare, or just, like, war.
Internet going out, all electricity going out.
Fire sale.
Everything going out. Imagine that. That would be terrible.
Yeah.
We would not know how to work as a society. That was this premise for a TV show.
No, it's a movie. I think it was one of the Die Hard movies, I think, where they had a fire sale.
Oh, I did not... I don't...
Great movie. I don't know what it is.
I watched the first and second Die Hard. I don't...
Might have been the third one then.
Okay. I don't remember the Die Hards that well. I may have to refresh my memory.
Good movies. Good movies.
So, Apocalypse for me, that is a big no-go for me. How about you, Sarah?
I don't want it to happen, but if it were to happen, I think I would be one of the most prepared people I know. I have all sorts of like rebuilding books, and I swear to God I do. Look at my library at home. I have like edible wild plants guides, and
I believe you.
They went camping with me. Scott called me what did he call me?
Bear Grylls.
No. A closeted lumberjack.
Oh, that's fitting.
Fitting. I am a closeted lumberjack. That's fair. That's a fair assessment for anybody that has seen my house. I come from I wouldn't like to say white trash, but a hick family.
Yeah.
It's not white trash. We're wonderful people. It's just a little bit of redneck.
Just a little bit.
That the other wealthy side of Monroe calls us white trash, but we're rednecks.
It's this one and the same. But I believe that we are all out of time today. So if you are watching us on YouTube, you can be sure to press subscribe down below and comment. Also, don't forget to like us on our Facebook page, which is /EIRStudios, and also follow us on Twitter, which is also /EIRStudios. Is there anything you'd like to say? I just zoned out in a really creepy smile, and I'm sorry for anybody that's watching. I was just like... I think that is a beautiful way to end it. And be prepared for the apocalypse. If anything does break out, don't try to spread it. Don't do it. Spread it. Do it. Because a lot of... Don't listen to Sarah. She doesn't know what she's talking about. Oh my God. Jesse's going to be the one to give me Ebola. I swear to God. Our last song is The General by Dispatch. Have a good night, everybody. Good night. Changes.